Senator Meekhof.
Thank you, Mr. President. I rise today to take a moment and recognize my colleagues in the Senate for their extraordinary work over this past year. This is my first year as Majority Leader, and while I thought I knew what I was getting myself into, I could have never truly anticipated the challenges and the rewards of leading my caucus and working with my friends, and I mean my friends, on the other side of the aisle. Over the course of the past 4 years, the Senate has done a lot of heavy lifting. We've tackled issues that eluded previous legislatures and helped pass a number of policies that put our state in a better position to support economic growth and prosperity. The 38 members of this body faced a daunting task to top the accomplishments of last session. And yet I believe we have proved that our work in Lansing is never done. There's always more we can do for our communities and for our constituents. There are always ways we can improve upon existing policies and laws. And this past year, we managed to pass a solid plan for long-term road funding, a problem that has lingered for nearly 2 decades. We reprioritized state spending to reflect the priorities of our constituents by redirecting nearly $500 million to our roads and bridges. We continue to increase funding to education and pass thoughtful legislation to ensure kids are learning at the fundamentals that are necessary to be successful throughout their student career. We have worked hard to improve our state education system, and our skills and commitment will be tested once again as we look forward to next year and a plan for Detroit Public Schools. We balanced our state budget this summer, well ahead of schedule for the 5th year in a row, which is no small feat for a state that was facing $1.8 billion deficit just 5 years ago. We drew national attention for a backlog of rape kits, and the Senate responded by funding both the processing and prosecution of those backlog kits to bring justice to too many victims. The Senate continued to be stewards of our Great Lakes and waterways by working to combat invasive species. We continued to reduce bureaucracy and burdensome regulation in order to support our small business owners and show our support for their investment in our communities. All in all, the Senate passed 439 bills in 2015, maybe 440 if we have a chance here. Not all were signed into law, but all were the results of interest in making Michigan a better place. The pace will not slow down in 2016. We'll tackle energy, corrections, and many more issues. I'm sure we will see passionate debate and discussion. One of the most challenging parts of this job is realizing that more attention is paid to our disagreements than to our cooperation. The majority of the bills that pass this chamber do so with bipartisan support. In fact, it's not uncommon to see 38 votes light up on our board with green. Conflict is always more interesting than agreement, but at the end of the day, we all share a common interest in representing our constituents and serving our great state. As 2015 comes to a close, I want to take a moment to recognize the hard work and dedication of my fellow senators and their staff, especially the staff. It's my honor to serve with you, and it is my privilege to call you all my friends. I also want to thank the sergeants and the Secretary of the Senate staff for their dedicated and hard work. This is just the first year. We have 3 more to go. I look forward to watching this list of accomplishments grow, and as I know as you do, we still have much more work that can be done to keep improving Michigan. I just want to say happy holidays, Merry Christmas, my very best wishes for a happy and healthy new year to you and your families. And thank you, Mr. President, for a moment of time here this afternoon. And I thank you and I ask my remarks to be printed in today's journal.
Without objection, your remarks will be printed in the journal.